If you're over 60 and you've noticed your hands getting colder, your feet falling asleep faster, or your legs feeling heavy and slow, I want you to understand something clearly. This is not just aging. This is declining circulation. And one of the biggest reasons so many seniors lose strength, balance, warmth, and energy is because the blood is no longer reaching the areas that need it the most. I've met hundreds of older adults who believe they are weak, tired, or slowing down, when the truth is much simpler. Their arteries are tightening, their blood is thickening, and their cells are starving for oxygen. The brain feels foggy, the legs feel heavy, the hands feel numb, and the feet feel cold not because the body is old, but because the blood flow has been slowly shutting down for years. But here is the good news that most people never hear. You can restore circulation. You can warm your hands and feet again. You can wake up your legs and improve your energy. And you can do it naturally, starting with what you put in your cup. Because the truth is, food takes hours to digest. Movement takes effort. But a drink enters the bloodstream within minutes. And when the right ingredients enter the blood, they open the arteries, thin the blood, increase nitric oxide, and help oxygen finally reach the limbs again. That's why in this video, I'm going to show you 5 powerful circulation-boosting drinks, starting with the one that is simplest to prepare, and ending with the strongest medically proven drink that improves blood flow faster than most supplements. No powders, no expensive blends, no supermarket miracle drinks. Just real ingredients that open the blood vessels, restore warmth, and give life back to the areas that have been starving for circulation. Before we continue, let me ask you, where are you watching from? I'd love to know which part of the world you're tuning in from, and also, what's one healthy habit you never skip in your daily routine? Share it with us in the comments below. Number 5. Warm lemon water with a pinch of cayenne pepper. I start many of my senior patients with this drink because it is simple, cheap, fast, and powerful. Warm lemon water doesn't just hydrate, it thins the blood, supports the liver, and helps break up the sluggish circulation that makes the legs stiff and the feet cold in the morning. But the real booster here is cayenne pepper, one of the strongest natural vasodilators on Earth. Cayenne contains capsaicin, a compound proven to widen blood vessels, increase heat, improve oxygen delivery, and speed up circulation to the hands, legs, and feet. Even a small pinch can increase blood flow and warm the extremities in minutes, without medication, without caffeine, and without strain on the heart. Why this drink works so well: lemon helps clean out blood sludge and reduce inflammation. Warm water activates digestion and circulation first thing in the morning. Checkmark. Cayenne pepper stimulates blood flow and improves nerve function in the limbs. This drink is especially helpful for seniors who wake up with stiff joints or cold hands and feet, feel tired before moving, have thick, slow circulation from inactivity, experience toe numbness or tingling, notice swelling after sitting too long. It doesn't fix circulation overnight, but it switches the system on, which is exactly what the body needs after hours of nighttime stillness. Just half a lemon, warm water, and a tiny pinch of cayenne is enough. Not spicy, not uncomfortable, just enough to wake up the arteries gently and naturally. Number 4. Beet and Ginger Circulation Tonic. Now that we've activated the bloodstream with drink number 5, it's time to move into a drink that goes beyond warmth and hydration. A drink that actually increases nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for widening blood vessels and delivering oxygen-rich blood to the hands, legs, and feet. This drink is a combination of beetroot and fresh ginger, and it works because it targets circulation from 2 different angles. Beets increase nitric oxide levels, which open the arteries. Ginger improves blood flow and reduces inflammation inside blood vessels. This makes it one of the most effective drinks for seniors with cold extremities, leg fatigue, neuropathy, or slow walking endurance. Unlike medications that force changes through the heart, this drink improves blood vessel function directly, which is a much more natural and sustainable way to restore circulation. Beets contain natural nitrates, not the artificial kind found in processed meats, but the kind the body converts into nitric oxide, NO, a compound that tells the arteries to relax, open wider, and transport more blood with less pressure. Studies show that older adults who drink beet juice experience increased blood flow to the legs during walking. Checkmark. Lower blood pressure, improved stamina and walking distance, warmer hands and feet from better peripheral circulation, reduced fatigue caused by low oxygen delivery. The reason this is so important for seniors is simple. Nitric oxide production declines with age. That's why young people recover faster, walk longer, and stay warmer. Their arteries are still responsive. After 60, nitric oxide levels can drop by up to 75%, which is why so many older adults say, "I feel tired after just a few minutes of walking. My legs get heavy and slow. My feet are always cold. I get out of breath too quickly." Beets help reverse that decline naturally. Ginger is one of the few natural ingredients that can thin the blood slightly while also increasing circulation, especially to the hands and feet. It works by improving the flexibility of the blood vessels and reducing inflammation. Two issues at the core of poor circulation in seniors. When circulation is poor, the blood moves slowly, the limbs become cold, and nerve endings stop receiving oxygen. Ginger stimulates the cardiovascular system gently, which is why patients often say they feel lighter or more awake after drinking it. Ginger also helps reduce swelling in feet and ankles, improve nerve sensitivity in hands and toes, support digestion, which indirectly improves blood flow. Checkmark lower blood sugar spikes that damage arteries over time. This is why combining beet plus ginger creates a drink that doesn't just move blood, it unlocks the pathways for blood to move more freely. You can prepare this tonic in two simple ways. 1. Fresh juice version. Blend or juice one small beet plus a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger plus water or apple for taste. 2. Warm tea version for non-juicers. Steep sliced ginger in hot water, cool slightly, and stir in 1 to 2 tablespoons of cooked mashed beet or beet powder. No sugar, no artificial ingredients, no store-bought super drinks needed. Best time to drink, late morning or early afternoon, when circulation begins to drop and energy fades. This drink is especially important for seniors with cold hands and feet even in warm weather, tingling or numb toes, nerve under-oxygenation, leg cramps during walking, low energy even after sleep, high blood pressure or pre-hypertension, history of diabetes or artery stiffness. Beet circulation drinks are now used in heart rehab, sports medicine, and senior vascular therapy because they work not just as a food, but as a natural vasodilator. And unlike medication, they don't force the heart to work harder. They simply allow the blood vessels to open, which is how real circulation is restored. Number 3. Warm turmeric and black pepper milk. At this point, we've already opened the arteries and boosted nitric oxide with the previous drink. Now we need to address another hidden reason circulation becomes weak after 60, inflammation inside the blood vessels. Many seniors don't realize that poor blood flow is not always caused by a weak heart or blocked arteries. Sometimes the problem is that the blood has become too thick, too inflamed, or too sluggish to travel freely to the hands, legs, and feet. That's where this next drink comes in, warm turmeric milk with black pepper. It's one of the oldest natural remedies for joint pain and inflammation, but what most people don't know is that it also helps improve circulation, reduce swelling in the legs and feet, support nerve health, and thin the blood gently, without medication. Turmeric contains a compound called curcumin, which has been studied for its ability to calm inflammation inside the blood vessels. When inflammation goes down, blood can move more smoothly, oxygen can reach the limbs more easily, and the muscles and nerves begin to function the way they're supposed to. Many seniors notice that after drinking turmeric regularly, their legs feel less stiff in the morning, their fingers feel warmer, and the heavy feeling in their lower body begins to fade. But there's something most people never learn. Turmeric only works well when it is paired with black pepper. Black pepper increases curcumin absorption by more than 20 times, which means a drink with just turmeric is almost wasted. But turmeric with pepper becomes a powerful circulation and joint support formula the body can actually use. The other key part of this drink is the temperature. Warm drinks stimulate blood flow much better than cold ones, especially in older adults whose circulation slows during the night or after long periods of sitting. The warmth itself helps expand blood vessels, relax the nervous system, and send blood to the hands, toes, and legs, which is why this drink is especially helpful before bed or late afternoon when circulation naturally drops. This drink is especially valuable for seniors who deal with swelling in the ankles or feet, stiffness when standing up after resting, or cold hands and feet in the evening. It also helps people with arthritis, diabetes, or early signs of neuropathy because better blood flow means better nerve support. Preparing it is very simple. Warm a cup of milk or plant milk, stir in half a teaspoon of turmeric, and add just a tiny pinch of black pepper. A small amount of honey or cinnamon can be added for taste, but it's not necessary. The key is consistency. The more often the drink is used, the more the inflammation lowers and the easier it becomes for the blood to reach the places that have been numb, cold, or painful for years. The most common thing seniors notice after drinking this for a few days is that their limbs feel warmer and joints feel less stuck in the morning. Over time, the swelling decreases, stiffness fades faster, and circulation becomes smoother. Not because the body suddenly got younger, but because the blood finally stopped fighting against inflammation. Number 2. Hawthorn berry and hibiscus circulation tea. At this point, we've improved artery openness, thinned the blood, and reduced inflammation. Now we move into a drink that works on a part of circulation almost no one talks about: the strength of the veins themselves, especially the veins in the legs. Many seniors believe poor circulation is only about the heart pumping blood downward, but in reality, the bigger struggle is getting blood to travel back upward, from the legs and feet against gravity. When the veins get weak, stretched, or inflamed, the blood begins pooling in the lower body, leading to swollen feet or ankles, heaviness in the legs, visible or bulging veins, tingling or numbness after sitting, tired, aching legs at the end of the day. This condition is called venous insufficiency, and it is far more common after 60 than most people realize. The heart may still be strong, but the valves inside the veins, the tiny gates that push blood upward, start to weaken. That's why the legs feel heavy, the feet swell, and circulation seems to stop halfway down the body. That's where drink number 2 comes in, a tea blend made from hawthorn berry and hibiscus, two plants clinically shown to strengthen blood vessels, lower pressure inside the veins, and improve blood return from the legs back to the heart. Hawthorn berry has been used for centuries in heart and circulation medicine. It helps strengthen the walls of veins and arteries, making them more elastic and less likely to stretch or collapse. When the veins grow stronger, blood moves upward instead of getting trapped in the lower body. Hibiscus, on the other hand, helps lower blood pressure and acts as a natural diuretic, meaning it gently reduces excess fluid buildup, something that contributes to swelling and heaviness in the legs. Together, these two plants create a drink that doesn't just improve circulation, it supports the actual structure of the blood vessels themselves. This makes it especially helpful for seniors who stand or sit for long periods, have swelling in the legs or ankles that worsens by evening, experience leg pain that improves when they elevate their feet, have visible or developing varicose veins, feel pressure or tightness in the lower legs. While beet juice improves artery dilation, this tea improves vein strength and blood return, which is the other half of true circulation health. There are 2 easy ways to make it. Tea bag method. Many herbal tea brands offer hibiscus and hawthorn together. Steep in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Loose tea method, stronger. Simmer 1 teaspoon dried hibiscus plus 1 teaspoon crushed hawthorn berries in water for 10 minutes. Optional. A small amount of honey or lemon can be added for taste, but the tea already has a naturally tart, berry-like flavor most seniors enjoy. Best timing: afternoon or early evening, especially on days when the legs feel heavy, swollen, or restless. The first thing most people feel is less heaviness in the legs and better movement after sitting. Some also notice reduced swelling and a lighter sensation when walking. Over time, this drink helps the veins hold their shape better, reducing the feeling of tired legs and slowing the progression of varicose veins. And unlike caffeine or energy drinks, this tea works with the body, not against it. It doesn't force the heart to beat faster. It simply helps improve the pathways the blood is trying to move through. With this drink, we now have a drink to activate circulation, lemon plus cayenne; a drink to open the arteries, beet plus ginger; a drink to reduce inflammation and blood thickness, turmeric milk; a drink to strengthen veins and improve circulation back to the heart, hawthorn plus hibiscus. Number 1. Dark cacao circulation drink. Now we arrive at the most powerful circulation drink of all. The one I use for seniors who are struggling not just with cold hands and feet, but with numbness, tingling, nerve pain, slow walking, weak legs, or loss of sensation in the toes. This drink has been researched for heart health, artery flexibility, nitric oxide production, nerve protection, and improved blood flow to the extremities. And yet most people have never been told it exists in its natural, unprocessed form. I'm talking about dark cacao, not sugary hot chocolate, not milk chocolate, not candy chocolate, but raw, unsweetened cacao, one of the richest natural sources of flavonols, the compounds that open blood vessels, increase oxygen delivery, and improve nerve and muscle function. Cacao doesn't just warm the body or lower inflammation. It has something the other drinks do not: the ability to increase nitric oxide while also improving blood vessel elasticity and nerve circulation at the same time. That makes it uniquely powerful for seniors dealing with numb or tingling hands and feet, poor balance or leg weakness from low circulation, neuropathy from diabetes or poor blood flow, slow walking speed and reduced stamina, cold limbs even in warm rooms, reduced sensation or burning in toes or fingers. What makes cacao so special is that it helps the tiny blood vessels, the microcirculation system, not just the major arteries. And that is where most circulation problems begin after 60. Not in the big vessels, but in the capillaries that feed the nerves, skin, and muscles. Research shows that just one serving of cacao significantly improves oxygen flow to muscles and outer limb blood vessels in older adults. That is why I call this drink the nerve and circulation restorer, because it gives blood access to parts of the body where nothing else seems to reach. Unlike coffee, cacao does not constrict blood vessels. It actually opens them and calms the nervous system at the same time. Many seniors even notice they sleep better after drinking it because it contains magnesium and theobromine, which relax the muscles and improve nighttime circulation. How to prepare it properly: 1 tablespoon of unsweetened raw cacao powder. Mix into warm milk or warm plant milk, almond, oat, etc. Optional. Add cinnamon or a touch of honey, but do not use sugary cocoa mix. Drink mid-morning or mid-afternoon for the best circulation response. It should taste rich and slightly bitter. That bitterness is the medicinal part, not the part to hide. If a senior says, "I tried hot chocolate and felt nothing," that's because they consumed sugar and milk chocolate, not cacao. Processed chocolate destroys flavonols. Raw cacao preserves them. The first sign is usually, "My hands and feet feel warmer than before." The second is often more leg strength or easier walking. And the most surprising change is improved nerve sensation, where tingling or numbness begins to lessen over time, not because the nerves grew back overnight, but because blood finally reached them again. This drink is especially helpful for seniors who feel like they are losing connection to their feet, a common sign of poor microcirculation that eventually leads to falls, balance trouble, and long-term disability if ignored. If you want one drink that helps both circulation and nerve function, this is it. So now you have all 5 circulation-restoring drinks, each one working on a different part of the bloodstream. Lemon and cayenne activates circulation in the morning. Beet and ginger opens arteries and boosts nitric oxide. Turmeric milk reduces inflammation that blocks blood flow. Hawthorn and hibiscus tea strengthens veins and reduces leg swelling. Dark cacao drink restores blood flow to nerves, hands, legs, and feet. This is not a cure video. It is a circulation recovery guide. Because if there is one thing I've learned after years of working with seniors, it is this: your body is not weak. It is undercirculated. Muscles don't fail because of age. They fail because the blood stopped reaching them. Nerves don't go numb because they are old. They go numb because oxygen stopped feeding them. And circulation doesn't collapse overnight. It fades quietly. 1 year of inactivity, 1 year of inflammation, 1 year of poor nutrients at a time. But it can be restored. And it starts with what you drink, what you breathe, how you move, and how you nourish blood flow. Not how old you are. You do not need to accept cold feet, numb hands, slow walking, or weak legs as normal. You do not need to wait for medication or surgery to feel circulation again. And you do not need to live the last decades of your life disconnected from your own body. Blood flow is life. Restore the flow and the body begins to come back online. You are not too old to improve. You are not too late to rebuild, and your blood is still listening. It simply needed the right signals.